I'm glad that you've hooked up with Adam, because Adam's in a very similar position to you. And we have other people on Easton University that are building something from the ground up. So it's good that you and Adam are connected, because Adam has literally built something from absolutely nothing, and it's now doing great. A couple things on getting monetization. And again, I want to be clear, guys, when I talk about monetization, okay, this is important for Derek at Strike Zone as well. It's not just about a return on investment. It's about the total return. It's about what they're going to get. You had asked, do I make up numbers? This is going to sound weird coming from me, because I don't teach you to manipulate or lie, but the answer is, I don't want you to make numbers up, but I want you to give them numbers. I want you to, based on your experience, I want you to say, and by the way, you have a ton of experience. Based on my experience, here's what I would recommend. And I'll give you a couple, and maybe you and Adam can riff off of, maybe you and Lena can get together. I don't know. Let's all start getting together with each other. But let me give you a couple ideas that I want you to think about if they're applicable to start weaving in. Because the situation that you're in is not unique to just you. A lot of us are in this exact same situation, and that is, we have a solution. We would like the solution to be adopted across the board. They say, we'll try it with our worst case scenario. Or can we do a beta test, essentially, right? You're kind of in that zone, right? I'm just going to give you my people with one foot out the door kind of thing, and you see if you can save them. Anytime somebody makes an offer to you to say, can we try it? Can we do it with just this? Can I do it with a limited? As long as it doesn't violate your contract, them buying just a little bit first, you have to say, great, don't push back on that, right? Never push away somebody wanting to do business. Outstanding, yes, happy to do it. As long as your contract, that's not in violation, right? Like, as long as it's available for them to do it. Don't go out of the scope. Now, here's a couple ideas that I want you to think about putting over the goal line to them. I totally get it that you want to start with a limited test set, okay? I just want to make sure that we're clear on a couple things here. And this is with you with leadership, is I'm happy to do the limited test set. Typically, what most clients do is they send us their, the pilots that are struggling the most. We don't want to say problem children, but that's who it is, right? The pilots that are struggling the most. I will do my best to save them, okay? No matter what I do, I can't save every pilot, and I can't take everybody and put them through leadership's training and make them a rock star. And I don't think you're expecting that. But I just want to make sure that we have enough of a data set to actually show you the results. Here's the other problem, and this is where maybe your voice would come down a little bit. Here's the other problem, okay? I don't know if you had a bunch of siblings, or if you knew people that had a bunch of siblings, or you've ran into this in your corporate world, okay? With things like training, with things like helping people, with things like giving people additional assets and additional help. When we give it to a limited set, it's typically a lose-lose proposition for somebody like me, and I'll explain. And I'm happy to do it. As long as you're okay with this, I'm okay with this. But here's what happens. When we give limited people additional resources, no good deed goes unpunished, and the ones that get the additional resources now view it as a punishment. I'm being punished. I have to do this class. I have to do this training because I'm not at the top level. And then inversely, what ends up happening is your best people feel like I'm being left out. I'm given the short end of the stick here. Because I'm a top performer, I have no resources. And it becomes a lose-lose proposition where the people that need the help the most are given the help. They push back because they feel like they're given homework, and the people that would also benefit from it aren't given it. So typically what we see, what I've seen, is it's much better than to start with a small group, start with a very large group, if not everybody, because then it's a, hey, we're doing this. We're devoting resources to this. We expect a great outcome from this, and I'll do all the heavy lifting on that, right? If you don't have the outcome, that's on me. But I would love to at least be able to give this a fair shake across the board, and I'd maybe go that route. Adam, coincidentally, he's got similar problems with his retail outfits with his GPS tracking and all that. A lot of times in that, we'll just try it with one. My Roof Max people, right? Like maybe it's a multifamily operator. I'll just do this with one community. And it's like, we have to calmly say, great, happy to do it. Here's what ends up happening though in multifamily. It's we're taking a very limited test set. We're only doing one roof, and the other apartment communities don't lean into it. The one that it doesn't embrace it the way we should. And the next thing you know, kind of the whole project gets distracted. Does it make sense to do a region? Does it make sense to do 10 communities so that we can get everybody on board here? Was that helpful at all, Kyle? We got to slow down and bring up those situations, because in reality, that's exactly what happens.